make sure that we use the right utensils. Nigeria is blessed. We have our natural clay pots. Those days in Nigeria, our grannies, our mothers, they normally use pots, even for preservation of water, not the refrigerator we are seeing now. We use cool pots that we use in preserving water. Then we use good pots to cook our food so that we don't get chemicals that at the end of the day give us diseases. We ensure that we increase consumption of raw produce. Not every minute you're cooking. All these things, when you eat it raw, like our veggies, it gives us more nutrients.
Okay, thank you so much for that explanation. But you are explaining, you're talking about utensils, you're talking about the veggies. I'm just wondering, maybe someone out there is also wondering, like myself, saying that, come on, this balanced diet seems to be, it look like it's expensive with your explanation. So for people who don't have money to buy the right utensils like you mentioned, how do they manage it, and how will they ensure that they are eating balanced diets regardless?
The assurance of our cooking, thank God we are Nigerians. Nigeria is beautiful. We have a lot of pots there that we can use in cooking our food. We have our raw produce, we have our grains. To maintain this balanced diet, we ask people, how do you eat your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner? What are the things that is in that plate? That is the most important thing. That is the raw, that is call it the healthy plate. When you have the protein, the carbohydrate, the fat and oil, everything that is in one plate. We have our good pots that can cook this food. But the thing there is that, is the food complete? Is the nutrient complete? That is what we are talking about now, to make sure that the food is balanced for the system.
So basically now our guest speaker is telling us that it doesn't matter the pots, just make sure that you are not overcooking or you are not undercooking your food. The most important thing is that you should make sure that the necessary nutrients on your plate, and then we will be talking more on the necessary nutrient you should have on your plate. She mentioned breakfast, she mentioned lunch, and also dinner. So when we come back from the short break, we will talk more about what you should have on your plate. Because the program is Our Heritage, we are talking dieting and portioning, how to portion your food. Before we go on that short break, we were talking about how to manage it, the utensils, the kind of utensils, and what you should have on your plates. Our guest speaker is still here, Mrs. Patricia, talking about what you have on your plates. I think even myself, I'm wondering, what should I have on my plate? So can you maybe run down through like a diet plan so that we will also know what to expect or what to have in our plate?
Okay, my dear sister, what we have in our diet, healthy eating plate is vegetables, whole grains, fruits, and healthy protein, water, and healthy oil. With this, it has already planned us for a plate of food to be balanced. But please, I want to ensure that I advise on, when you're cooking your food, that we Nigerians, we need to avoid food that contains additives and artificial ingredients, such as spices, additives, all these sachet spices. We don't know whether it's expired or not expired. We should learn how to at least make use of our traditional spices like ogiri, crayfish. We use those days. It's very, very nutritious. It's very, very delicious and appetizing. It's not just what you eat. How do you eat it is very, very important. Even when you're eating too, make sure you chew properly. It's not what you don't rush food. because it's part of what you have in your plate, how you manage it and how you eat it. It matters a lot. So when we get to the plate now, we're talking about the dieting now, that we ensure that there is water. You drink enough water, because water is good for life. If for men, the average what you can take for a day is 15.5 cups of water, which is 3.5 liters of water for men a day, which is very, very necessary for our body. Then for women, we said 11.5 cups, 2.5 liters for women a day. We ensure we take enough water. In the morning, you can take a glass of water when you wake up. If you want to do water therapy,